Bizarre, absolutely bizarre, viewers, but not when you actually start delving into the machination. Then it's not bizarre, it's very calculated. It's very, very diabolical. And we have, of course, the left that is willing to pass it over. We have the Congress that is willing to pass it over. We have a state government that won't act. Viewers, this is the mainstreaming of Hindu phobia. It's real. It is now beginning to bleed us, and we have apologists for it. We've heard Vivek Srivastava. Let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this? Because this man is ascribing to himself the great glorious we, as he calls it, the right to take instant justice against anyone that they believe will or stands guilty of violating the sanctity of their faith. What gives them the right to ascribe to themselves these powers when we are ruled by the law?
Good evening, Rahul. Quite simply, it's a God-given right. The man is not, might be confused, but the man is not confused at all. I mean, he is going by what the God has ordered. But here is why I love, before I come to the thrust of what I want to say, here is why I love the communists and absolutely my good friend Vivek Srivastava, because according to him, look at the delicious irony. He wants to fight communalism, and he enters into an alliance with the most rabid communal bigot there is on this side of the Vindhyas. Number two, he wants to fight Islamophobia, but he would not condemn the interning of 1.5 million Uyghur Muslims
bigot, but
in
the
China.
Biggest bigot is the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, shut him down, please.
Vivek,
you can't be speaking over people.
This is so unfair.
Stop. No one spoke over you. No one spoke over you, Vivek Srivastava. Just put him down. This is ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Ranganathan.
Thanks. So having replied to that banality, can I please come to the very important topic and your superb primer that actually set the whole course for the whole debate? Rahul, we have to save the Hindus of Bangladesh. It is our moral duty, our dharma, because the fate of Hindus in Bangladesh is sealed. From 29.5% in 1931, erstwhile East Pakistan, to 9.5% in 2011, to what many census officials authoritatively believe is less than 8%, even less than 7% in 2019. The Hindu population of Bangladesh or erstwhile East Pakistan has dwindled decade on decade. To add to the misery, 11.3 million Hindus were forced to flee between 1964 and 2013. 2.4 million Hindus perished in the 1970-71 genocide. As many as 1.2 million Hindu families have been dispossessed of 2 million acres of land through Enemy Property Act. 12.6 million is the current Hindu population. If the trend continues, there will be none left in 30 years. The current spate of terrible violence, rape, murder, looting, arson, temple destruction is a pointer, Rahul, to an ominous future for the Hindus there. Since yesterday night, Hindu homes are being systematically burned. Will we wait till we have to airlift the last Hindu from Bangladesh like we did for Afghanistan? What we don't realize, Rahul, is that Bangladesh and Pakistan will soon go the way of Afghanistan. It is their wish, their destiny, their way. It is the way of the holy book, exactly what is prescribed. You cannot alter it. And so you cannot alter the past or the future. Perhaps it is time for India to have a law of return like Israel. Because honestly, the only safe place it looks like left for Hindus is Hindustan. Now, very briefly to the second issue. What do we do except for outraging? Because yes, unlike in Pakistan where every government is antagonistic towards us, Bangladesh actually oscillates between friendly and non-friendly governments. Right now their government is friendly towards us. So yes, we need to take that into account. But we must also realize that such friendships are quickly sacrificed at the altar of religious demands. Don't forget, Islam is still the state religion of Bangladesh. Don't forget the fate of Taslim Azreen and millions of atheists there. And as expected, PM Hasina rationalized anti-Hindu pogrom right now by warning us against not perpetrating, quote, incidents that could affect Hindus in Bangladesh.
True.
Unquote. Really? True. India reports 50,000 or 52,000 communal incidents yearly, but they aren't one-sided like what is happening in Bangladesh. Same with religious bigotry or lynchings. Hindus and Muslims both indulge in it. And if at all a community, Rahul, has been persecuted and ethnically cleansed in India, it is the Hindus in Kashmir. So Ms. Hasina's warning is totally uncalled for. Anyhow, I agree it would not be wise to antagonize a friend. But I ask Rahul, is opening our own doors antagonistic? Just 30 seconds. It is a fact that the CPIM, to its benefit in 2012, and the Congress, to its benefit in 2015, passed unanimous resolutions, quote, demanding India give citizenship to Bangladeshi minorities, unquote.
True.
Obviously, Bangladeshi minorities cannot be Muslims. And so opening doors to Bangladeshi Hindus has a cross-party support. Independent India, Rahul, has been that beautiful face that you see after the pain of childbirth. But these Hindus of Bangladesh are in an unending labor. They need deliverance.
Absolutely. They need deliverance. And Abhishek Sudhir, sympathizer of the Congress party. I have others here. General Bakshi is here with us. Sushil Pandit.
No, I disagree with those with those who say politics should not enter sports, Rahul. Of course, politics is of many hues, but I am talking of one that takes a principled, moral, ethical stand and not a tit for tat.
Yes.
Like what the USA and Soviet Union indulged in boycotting the Olympics for the Afghanistan and Grenada invasion, respectively. Rahul, tell me, just even 20 seconds now. Did we trade with apartheid South Africa for 40 years?
No.
At that time, one of the richest economies? No. Even though the guardians of human rights, America and Britain did. Did we play cricket with South Africa for 40 years, even though England did? So why didn't we? Because we took a principled, moral, ethical stand. We took a political decision.
Yes.
We didn't consider all the whites of South Africa as evil. In fact, we eulogized Dr. Krishnan Barnard and Nadine Gordimer.
Yeah.
But we were against the government and establishment.
Absolutely.
The same is the case with Pakistan.
Take a stand. Take a stand. You'll cause Pakistan so much embarrassment. We supported New Zealand and Australia recently when they decided